Fan control football.
You can make the selection on your phone. I got the plays up in front of me. What do we think?
Manziel to throw. For the win! Caught! Flash Gordon! Renee Montgomery.
Marshawn.
Joe Montana. Quavo joining us.
This roof is gonna blow.
Fan Control Football is on DAZN with season version 2.0, coming spring 2022.
Power to the fans.
Oh, Raymond, Mr. Raymond Austin. We're here, Ray. Ray, I don't have the same intro as Jeff Canada. I don't. I just don't.
It ain't about him. It's about toner and ink right now. It's about toner and ink.
Let me tell you something. Welcome, everybody, to Toner and Ink, formerly known as the Fan Controlled Show, every Thursday here, twitch.tv/FCF. Jacob, how many days until season 2? Do it again, Jacob. Do it one more time. Oh, Ray.
Jacob, you up, bro? You up, bro? You just got started. Come on.
I had him testing this new microphone that I was so lucky enough to get. And how do I sound, Ray? I think that's what
you sound amazing. I get the left ear, the right ear. I see the whole blue mic, man. I'm so echoey because I'm in my wife's. Like, you was in the closet. I'm in my wife's office. This has been her office this whole entire time, so she's really pissed off that I got to take it over now
for an hour and a half.
For an hour and a half now. So she said, "Oh, an hour and a half now. Great. Okay, cool."
You know how that goes, right?
Right. I'm not even in here all day.
Right. So, the whole day. I was in my wife's closet. That didn't go over as well. Now I've got this little nook, this little corner here, Ray. And I've outfitted it with some artwork. I've got pictures of my baby.
Great.
You like that?
Baby? Oh,
yeah.
Girl. Yeah.
It's my Bad Boys 2 poster back there. I got my brother and I at a Steeler game right here. You know, awesome. The classics. The classics.
That's awesome. I like that. You got to have your little corner. If you ain't got a cave, you at least get a corner. So I like that mic, man. I'm looking at
that's like a man law. That's a rule.
Yeah.
I feel good. I feel good about it. Jacob tested my sound minutes before the show went, literal minutes. It's good to see everybody in chat. We got to give a shout out to our buddy Jeff Canada. Not feeling too hot today. He's a little under the weather, and he's got to be a little under the weather if he's not going to be here. So make sure you guys send some tweets to Jeff at Jeff Canada. Say, Jeff, we miss you. 86 days till season 2. And it's good to see everybody in chat.
It was crazy to see him on the call today, and it was just like, hey, everybody was like, oh, what's up? He was like, hey, how are you? And he was like, by the way, I don't know if you guys know. I was like, oh, I did not know this.
Yeah,
so,
man,
you could tell it put him down a little bit.
So it put him down a little bit.
Yeah,
everybody,
man.
Yeah, everybody in his family's okay. Everybody is, they're getting through it, but
it's crazy, man, because I'm traveling all the time, man, and I just be like, when I come home and I'll go literally the next day, I'll go out and get a test
for sure, and
it's just like the fact that I come home from all the traveling and I'm just like, oh, thank you, that it's just crazy. It's crazy.
It's been a brutal since Christmas. It's been really tough. We've been testing all the time. And me and the missus have luckily been dodging this, like every meme you can think of, whether it's shooting in an OK Corral, Marvel movies, whatever. We are dodging this thing as best we can, right? As best we can.
Dude, I'm out there like Barry Sanders, and every time I come home, because my wife don't leave the house because she works remote.
Sure.
So her job is remote. So it's like if somebody's gonna bring it in, who is it gonna be? So, and I can't be on Instagram like without no mask going, screaming like, see, this is what I'm talking about.
Yep. Oh man. Well, listen, the reason today is called Toner and Ink is because every week, just like our league, we give you, the fans, the power to choose everything. Plays in season 2. Is how this all started, Ray. If this is your first time tuning in to this channel, we are 86 days away from season 2 of Fan Controlled Football, the only league in the world where you can call the plays. You, the fans, have the power to call the plays in our league. Think about it, because guess what? Ray, I would imagine if you were a Dallas Cowboys fan, you wouldn't have called that last play.
Why you got to do all that? See, we was being nice. And then, by the way, before I get into that, fans, you guys can vote on who's toner and who's ink. So I'm going to throw that out there right there. Play with it. Do it. Who do you think is toner and who do you think is ink? We could be like a cop, partner. You know what I'm saying?
Bad Boys 3, Bad Boys 4. Were those new cops were grizzled vets that just get brought into the new department, right?
And then every time we go somewhere, we always go, "Hey, we're toner and ink." And we look at the person. They're like, "Who's toner and who's ink?"
Yeah,
that's the role.
That's actually a pretty good show idea, man.
That's it, right?
Put it on the table.
Every time we go somewhere, they're like, "Hey, yo, toner and ink." They're like, "Who's toner and who's ink?"
Don't worry about it. Yeah, and the funny part is on the show we're never apart, so they never know until the last episode of the series who toner and who is ink, because we always respond to both names. We're never apart. Even
our captain is like toner, ink, toner, and
Get in here. Even our wives just call us by our first name. They will not call us toner or ink. So every time you think you're going to find out who's toner and who's ink, you never do. You never do.
There's this Key Appeal.
Yeah.
I think they did such a great job with, they started the season off with, I said, bitch. And they end in the car all for that whole long ride. They end with that skit. I was like,
done and done.
Great job.
Where did you know where Keegan Michael Key went to college, Ray?
I do not.
He went to Penn State. Come on, Ray. There you go. JB Papa in chat says toner is solid, ink fades, pretty easy to decide. Or is it?
I like
or
that.
Is it? Jacob Boyer says the twist is Josh is actually the bad cop and Ray is the good cop. I don't know if that's a twist.
That's so good. That's good. I like that. I come in walking in like
that one. He likes that
one. Could you help us out on this? And then you bust in like, come on, goddammit, let's get this done. Like my partner is a little bit.
Too good. It's too good.
Hey, we have to make you
we're making programs here.
Hey, we got to make him an EP right there. He's an EP on this.
That's Jacob Boyer. He gets EP credits as well. We're going to get into some EP credits soon here. Talk a little more about FCTV and what we're building because Ray has an amazing idea and I'm 100% on board with it. But the reason we're called Toner and Ink today is because Patrick Dees, one of the other founders of Fan Control Football, along with Ray Austin, the commissioner, right here with me every Thursday. Patrick Dees is busy. He's working on some other things. He couldn't make today's show. Our CEO, Saurabh Farudi and Grant Cohen, they founded this league together. But Patrick Dees and Ray Austin, Toner and Ink, we're not sure where it goes. Ray, tell us about this ECS presentation. I want to see footage. I only saw a quick snippet on Instagram.
Bro, you know what? Listen, man, I'm going to be honest with you. There's a lot of stuff that comes with being the co-founders and even being a commission. You got to know everything that's going on. You got to be able to speak those languages. And, I say this to everybody, man, this whole thing that we're doing has just been so incredible.
Yeah.
But I was a football player, right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then I got into entertainment and then I got into business and now we're doing this. It's like, I'm always learning and learning and learning and learning. And then when you get put on stage to talk to CEOs of top major companies and investors that have got, millions of dollars and they want to listen to your story. It is mind boggling to me, man. And I was so thankful to be even asked to do it. John Brostrom, people don't even know John Brostrom is one of our investors.
Let me tell you my John Brostrom story after you're done. I'll tell you.
I was going to say John Brostrom is one of our investors and he's a really good friend with Patrick. And when I met with him the first time, I don't know, I thought he was like a freaking, U.S. combat soldier, detective, something. I mean, he has the most ridiculous stories that I've ever heard in my entire life. Yep. And he's a millionaire and he Ubers. He has a Cadillac Escalade and he Ubers on the weekends just to meet people. he came in and lived in the bubble with us. Like this is this guy's good. He's good. He's good.
He's good people, man.
He goes to the he goes to the ATM. He's good. You know what I'm saying?
He's good. He's good.
What you did. And for him to go into the bubble during the pandemic, it was just insane to me. He's driving around vans with the players. You know what I'm saying? It was like that's the culture of the people that we got in this thing, man. And so he asked me to speak with D. I was like, if you want me to do it, I'll do whatever, man, for you, bro. Yeah. And then it was just being up on stage, man, and seeing older. And it was like I was a player and then seeing coaches, you know what I'm saying? Like seeing the Bill Parcells and the Tomlins and that play, people that play the game and they're now coaching and now you listening to them. And you know what I'm saying? It was just like, I'm sitting there talking to these coaches. These are all CEOs, they the heads of their companies. And I was able to make them laugh. You know what I'm saying? We made them laugh.
That's cool.
Told them our stories. Cool. And the biggest thing and the best thing, I was, when we told them was like, man, we raised $40 million, man, like to make this dream come true. Like to hear them clap for us, like from it was almost like these are our peers clapping for us. Like, congratulations, young. And we were young bucks to them. These are like old guys, like 55, 60 guys. This was like a locker room for them. They were just coming to have fun. And we were the charge, got them all charged up. But we ended, bro. We ended. And I want all the fans to know this shit too, because I don't know if all the fans understand our language. Yeah. The FCF, the internal group, we have in language. And it is used like everything. Like it is the word that it supersedes every word. And when you use it, everybody knows what you mean when you say it. You can use it as an adjective. You can use it as a noun. But I'm just saying that is what it is. And LFG is what it's called. And I got a chance to like tell these entrepreneurs, these multimillionaire CEOs, like this is our locker room. We talk about LFG. And what that means is that's the heartbeat of the founders, and that is and we bleed that down into the company, and the company has grown to be that. And we all understand that. And when we say LFG, that means let's fucking go. That means we put down no excuses. We don't care. Let's fucking go. Let's get this done. And the fact that me and Patrick had these old 55, 60-year-old cats chilling, like having a good time and just screaming out LFG, let's fucking go. Bro, it was just like,
dude, come on,
man. Our story is they was like, man, what you guys are doing with your fans are ridiculous. Like they were like, this is so, like they were in their own meetings going LFG.
Yeah,
like that's the impact that the FCF is having on people,
dude.
Man. So it's really
put it on the wall. Let's fucking go. Excuse my language. We got to watch the F-bombs.
I got you. I got two in there. I got two in there.
You got two in there. No, but I've been ending texts. I knew that I wanted to be part of this league because I've been ending texts and things with LFG for a long time. And the fact that is the ethos of this place, and everybody I talk to has the same attitude. And I started full time here 3 weeks ago, like the Monday after New Year.
Ask, Josh, you've seen this on the outside with me and D's. You've been a part of it on the outside. Now you're in the inside. And is it not the same or what?
It is the same. It is the
same. Is it not the same energy that you get from me and Patrick on the shows in the meetings?
Yes, dude, 100%. And everybody that has been brought on, everybody I've talked to, I'm getting wrangled to do interviews to help D's out with positions that aren't even really related to what I'm doing at the company, because it's a matter of attitude here at yes, it's experience. Yes, it's hustle. Yes, it's knowledge. It's all of that, but it's also LFG, right? Yeah. It is balls to the wall at all times. Don't take no for an answer. Do your work, hustle, and bring that energy into every meeting. Don't come Debbie Downer. Don't come anything like this. I want to hear yeses. I don't want to hear no's. I want to hear cans. I don't want to hear can'ts.
And it's a locker room. It's our locker room. Every time we get on these Zooms, every Zoom I get on, I'm on like 8 Zooms. Yes. And I'm always on my bike. Every Zoom, I'm on my fucking. Every time I'm on my bike, I'm just like ride, just listening to all the energy, the creativity. Everybody's laughing. Everybody's like, this is happening. This is happening. And the fact that, because there's I think people forget that we've got so much going on. We've got the company as itself as the tech company, but we also got a football league. So a lot of people are talking to each other all the time. We're like, I think Grant said it the best. We're like Voltron. It's like all these pieces come together to make this league, and there's just like everybody's talking. I'm a part of so many meetings because I have to be able to talk to so many different people.
Totally.
Playbook. I was just talking to David Chesney, our head referee, just the other day with Jerry Kreutz and Marshall Happer, and we're just talking about how what needs to be in and out of the playbook, and before we even present it to the entire group. Then I'm in a marketing call talking about who are one of our sponsors that's coming back on that we cannot wait to see. Then I'm talking on another line on another player that's about to.
You're all.
I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna tell you, we got somebody, man. We like. The amount, the attention, and the people that are coming a part of this, man, is just it's crazy.
Yeah. Show name D's appearance. Put that in there. Yeah. And then the other show name that's going to go in there is LFG. Also going to give a shout out to former executive producer of this program, Annalise, aka Banana Leche, aka Banana Lise, aka Moose's mom. She said she wasn't going to be watching today, but I see her popping in chat, so I know she missed some. Because I gave her a little bit of a guilt trip, Ray. I said, listen, you move around those calls. Let's LFG. You watch the show. Okay, there you go. We've got a couple videos of you guys at the conference that Jacob has put together. I'm very excited. Really? I've not watched these. So Jacob, throw up that first video. If you can, whenever you're ready. And you guys played Bad Boy. Oh, it's loading.
Bro, you guys, listen, I was just like, just to hype this crowd up and just to be like, I want y'all to have the same energy as us. And
we'll bring that back up soon.
Yeah. And me and D's, then we were like, what are we going to do on stage? I was like, the first thing that came up was agility. And then so I just jumped out in the crowd and I did agility drill with a guy. Like, come on. And that just got it. I mean, everybody was drinking the whole day before. So everybody was like, all right, what's going on with these guys? We needed to wake them up real quick. And then they got us on stage, man. And they were like, we raised $40 million. So I took them guns, the guns. Well, I tested it the day before. It wasn't working. I was like, nah, the money was getting stuck. And I was like, if I get on stage and do it and it's not gonna work, I would be mad. I was like, forget it. I put the money in the podium and I just threw it out. When he said $40 million, I just threw out money in the crowd and let it rain. And I was just like, I was doing that in a sense of just like, man, we worked our ass off. Everybody in this company has worked their ass off. And I know everybody always wanted to make it rain. And the fact that we was making it rain in front of a whole bunch of investors, it was just like, what's not going to get them more excited about their companies? You know what I'm saying? So
then thrown. And, when we dropped money from the ceiling at the end of season 1,
that's what I was thinking. I was like, we did it in the season, so why not do it right here? I was like, and the best thing is, bro, like I got some of those investors and CEOs hit me up on LinkedIn.
Nice.
But no, but saying LFG.
Yes.
Like, come on, man.
Yes. We need this. I'm kind of bummed that, and I'm sure that we know some people, Ray, that can make this happen. But we need for season 2, we just need plain in the FCF font LFG FCF. That's it, right? Or just LFG. Nobody owns that, or maybe somebody does. I don't know.
I'm very disappointed in all 4 of you. I made a sweater and it said LFG on it. And the only person who saw it was, I want to say, Annalise at the
combine,
at the LA combine. At the LA combine, the only person who said, I had the sweater on the whole day, and the only person who said anything was Annalise. It was either Annalise or Aspen, but I think it was Annalise. It was like, it said LFG, and nobody said anything. I was just like,
man,
I was like, nobody got it.
I missed it. You know what? That whole day was a blur. And speaking of LA, Ray, we have in a little over 2 weeks, we will be in Orlando, Florida for the second to last FCF tryout. Now, I've been on some what I've been told are football ops calls, and I feel very special to be on these calls, right? A lot going on, and I can tell that Ray is always on the bike because he's never on video, and when he pops up on video, He's on a bike. And as Ray knows, if I'm not on video, more than likely I'm outside chipping golf balls into a net.
I'm doing this the whole time.
Yeah.
So I don't want people to see this all day. So I'm like, I just put my little picture up. So.
I'm always working on my hands, Ray. I'm always working on my hands because I'm working a possible golf idea for FCTV, which again, we'll get to in a little bit. If you're just tuning in to the FCF show today called Toner and Ink, if you want to get your show name in, just throw it in chat. We've got a couple great ideas already. Who's Toner? Who's Ink? We don't know. This fall on Fox. They're both cops. They're both married. One's good. One's bad. Are they both good? Are they both bad? We don't know. That's all Fox programming. Just tune in. Ray, I'm telling you, I think you and I would be really good buddy cops. We'd be really good buddy cops.
One of us knows martial arts. You know, and one of us.
The other one just kicks stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man, Coach Richie, voice cracking. They're yelling Orlando. You're not wrong, Coach Richie. I was in the chorus in high school, and I yell karaoke at bars, but I'm not much of a singer, if you will.
I am a person who and I say this in a respectful way. I do not like Orlando. And the reason I say that is because the Citrus Bowl is played in Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are in the SEC and you get beat and you become the number 2 player, you're going to automatically go to
the Citrus Bowl. It's like Penn State in the Alp.
Yeah, I've been to Disney World 4 times. Me and Mickey was like, "What up, man? Hey, how's your wife? How's the wife? Minnie, everybody's cool." Yeah,
fantastic. Yeah, another Citrus Bowl. Penn State goes to the Outback Bowl every year.
Outback. We played y'all in the Outback Bowl.
I'm telling you,
Curtis Enos.
There you go. Kajana Carter.
Kajana Carter. And what was the quarterback?
Kerry Collins. Kerry Cocktail.
Kerry Collins. That game, I was a true freshman, and I was the defensive player of the game that game.
Look at you, dude.
I just thought about that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Raymond Austin with the interception straight out of, what was the name of your high school in Oklahoma?
Lawton Eisenhower. Lawton Eisenhower.
There you go. Lawton Eisenhower, a defensive back. Everybody's talking about him. Soon to be New York Jet, possibly eventually a Chicago Bear. Raymond Austin. Freddie Airmail went to the Citrus Bowl once and saw Notre Dame beat LSU. Yeah, Notre Dame and LSU seem to fall their way into Citrus Bowls every now and then.
Yeah, I've seen LSU too. Yeah, I was about to say LSU. Yeah, I think that's the second too.
We always play like a good SEC school in like the Outback Bowl, a Citrus Bowl, a Gator Bowl. It always seems to fall that way.
Who been to Lawton? What's that? Man, you been to Lawton, bro. I went to Eisenhower, so I went to Lawton High in '93, and my football team that year, we were the USA Today national champions. That year, we were 14-0. And we were number 2 at first in Mount Carmel in Illinois.
Yeah,
Donovan McNabb. They were the number 1 team. They lost in the third week, and then the 4th week we were number 1 and we won the national championship. 10 of us went Division I, and 4 of us went to the NFL on that team.
Dude, unbelievable. We got the videos from the convention are working. I'm gonna throw those up in 1 second, Jacob. Just have them ready. But I want to hit real quick. So Orlando on February 4th, I believe. February 5th. Sorry, February 5th. We will be in Orlando for the second to last FCF tryout. Ray, we have a stacked lineup. We have over 150 signups, something crazy like that.
This is probably going to be one of our biggest ones. I think Atlanta's probably going to be the biggest, of course, because I think everybody waits for the last one. But
yeah,
we didn't go to Orlando we didn't go to Florida last time, and this one is ridiculous. I mean, listen, I played in the SEC, and the great thing about us being in Georgia, FCF being in Georgia, we just can tap into so many good athletes. We've got Georgia, Alabama, South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee, and of course Florida. Yeah. Man, so the type of athletes that we're going to get is, we already know we're going to get top talent. You can have FAMU and Florida State and still get the same amount of talent from those type of players. So I'm excited, man. It's just it's going to be a lot, and I think the thing that we need to focus on, the fans need to focus on, because we'll be live, right? We need to focus on linemen, tight ends. So we're going to probably. I'm hoping that I don't know what the number is for offensive linemen, but we also need to look in for tight ends. We got a few good ones out of LA our last tryout.
Yeah,
but we had a strong group of tight ends. I think the tight ends was. Well, no. I was saying I think our tight ends were one of the top groups of positions that we had last season. So I mean, we had some very, very talented tight ends. A lot of those guys aren't coming back, so we need to fill back up that tight end roster this season. So.
Well, you had some good ones in Atlanta, I know. The boys, Celso Porto and the crew. The good part, Coach Richie, Stathead, AJ. They did a heck of a job doing a live stream. They're going to be in Orlando as well. They're going to be doing a fan stream as well for the Knights of D-Gen, since Celso is running content for them. But we're going to be live in Orlando as well. Myself, Ray Austin, Patrick Dees, Jeff Kanata, the official stream from Fan Controlled right here on FCF, twitch.tv/FCF, as well as DAZN, our international partner. So we're going to be live in Orlando. We have so much planned. It's going to look a lot different and a lot better than Los Angeles. I'm going to be running the field, basically, getting to Ray as many times as I can with the mic while Ray is running the practice along with Coach Jenks, trying to get some player interviews, tons more player names, numbers, so we know exactly what's going on the entire time. So this stream works. There's also going to be a post show after the stream to talk to some of these guys, to talk to some of the coaches, what they saw, what they loved. Orlando is going to be amazing. And then our final tryout in Atlanta, the last weekend of February. We will also be there streaming live. I believe it's February 24th.
26.
Sorry, Jesus. February 26th. This is why Jeff does the hosting. I didn't have that written down. If you haven't signed up for Atlanta yet and you want to do it, tryouts.fcf.io. We're looking for tight ends, DBs, offensive D linemen. Don Core can't play. He's a D lineman, but he cannot play. He's not allowed. He's running football ops with Ray.
But just to take it back a step off of Jigga like, and his crew, like I got a chance to finally meet them face to face, and we all are like everybody's starting to meet everybody face to face, and Jigs, he's one of those dudes, man. Like y'all, those in this community, you guys need to really look and see what those guys do. I mean, they came to the crew. We were sitting down, we were all set up at the actual stadium, and he's just like reset up somewhere else because it wasn't working. It took a hotel conference room, it was like bow, and just put out content for us. Like he is he's the heartbeat. He gets the LFG. You know what I'm saying? So like
he does.
The fans that are out there, like start thinking in that same vein. Like how can you start to create that content for FCTV that Josh is going to be heading up?
Yep. And we're gonna talk about that in a little bit because Ray's got an amazing idea, and we're announcing a show that's coming very, very soon. Liquid Error, show name I Hate Orlando. Well said. Get those show names in there. The whole Celso Porto and his entire crew, the What the Shh crew, the Knights of D-Gen, all of them are going to be there. Very excited. And our girl Annalise will definitely be there. I saw a question from Beast Mafia, FCF Beast Mafia. He said, can we get hold on, let me find it. Sorry. Can fans get a roster of players at the tryouts? No. But
can you get the roster player?
So we are gonna have, whenever anybody signs up and shows up day of, they get their number, whatever, we're going to make sure that the players on the field are announced. And we tell you their name, where they're from, what position they play, be taking notes. And then once they are signed and everything, we are going to be updating the website and all of that as soon as humanly possible, whenever we can release all of that information. There's a lot that goes into it. We can't just give you personal information of people that may be at tryouts. That's an invasion of privacy. But if they do show up and they sign the release to be on camera, then we have the ability to tell you who they are, where they're from, what position they play. I will try and get as many interviews with them as I can. It's going to be a crazy busy day. That will be a blitz of a 2-hour stream, possibly longer. We've all got jobs to do, and including the players. So that's the answer to that. It's not that we don't want to give it to you. It's that that's how it works. That's how TV and that's how life works. So
yeah. And we've got, again, there's so many moving parts, and this is why we are wanting you guys to come into the stream. And because I said I got on the one of the calls the other day, and I was just like, had to bring the volume up and say, hey, everybody that's going to be on the field, I don't care who you are, from cameraman to one of the FBO guys, or if you're in marketing, if you see a guy that you like, say something and tell us.
Yes.
Grab the right people, because we can't see everything. You know what I mean? So
right.
We're there to evaluate everybody, and we're going to watch film afterwards. But again, fans, you guys are building this with us, so make sure that when you come into the chat, like, pay attention to that, because we look at all those things. We look at there's so many criteria types of things that we look for, and we need the fans to give us like, oh, I like him, because it was Was it Joe Matthews, that wide receiver? Everybody was just like, the chat was just kept talking up, and then we agreed. You know what I'm saying? And then I think the chat was talking about somebody else, and we pulled that guy out of there because of that. So we need those eyes. So that's why we're opening up these tryouts.
Yeah, and we're going to be announcing some awesome things we're going to be doing for the fans, with the fans who are watching at the Orlando tryout and the Atlanta tryout, because we want to make those tryouts more interactive for you, the fans, as well. So stay tuned for that. So if you're watching this right now and you are one of the players that is trying out in Orlando or in Atlanta, or you're one of the players that you're somebody that knows some of the players that are trying out, we are going to be doing some fun stuff. So make sure they tune in so they know, hey, listen, I'm going to be trying out. Grab me, grab me on the field and be like, hey, I'm so-and-so. This is my number. Tell the fans to call my number. Because the more you get shown during tryouts, listen, the more popular you're going to be in season, the more likely you're going to get to be drafted. There's so much content coming out to make fans aware of who these players are. Live practices, live from training camp, all of that.
That's the point, fans. Like last year, we had the chance to discover Andrew Jamil, and Destroying really did that. And just imagine if that was you, and then you connect with that person, that player right now. Then we can start rewarding you later if he ends up. You know what I'm saying? We have to be thinking like that, and want the fans thinking like that. Like, you find those guys before everybody else does.
Let me be honest. I mean, listen, I'm intimidated. If I was a fan of any other team in this league, I'd be worried about Destroying. Because he is hustling more than any other owner.
I'm gonna tell y'all, like D gets his eyes.
He wants to win.
And that's what he does too. Like, he knows, that's like, especially the one-on-one stuff. He loves wide receivers. Just so y'all know, he's straight offense first, and so he gonna pick those guys out quick. Like, him going to those tryouts, man. That's huge, and I know that hurt him. I know for a fact him and Quavo were like this. They were upset after that game. So they in for it for real.
I was talking to somebody in the company, I won't say whose name, who said they missed the final ceremony when the money fell from the ceiling and all the celebrations, because they were walking with Quavo to his car and he did not say a word. He was mad.
Yep. And D was just like, and all D kept saying was like, nah. He was like, nah, we're gonna do. He was already talking about next season. So like, I can't wait, man.
He's gonna be in Orlando. You know he is. He's gonna come. I'm telling you, Orlando's gonna be a blast. Atlanta's gonna be a blast. And then Jacob, hit the graphic. We've got 86 days until season 2. 86 days.
Band control.
Graphic. He hit every other graphic before. All right, let's hit those the videos of Toner and Ink at MB. You see it, right? Do you see Jacob pop up? He wrote, my B. My B.
What you doing back there, bro? Come on, man.
Jacob, let's see Ray and Patrick D's on stage making it rain. Here they are, Toner and Ink. Ray, you throw that money good.
Don't act like I did that before. Don't say that. Don't do that.
I didn't say it. I just said you throw that. Listen, you were DB in the end. You throw that money well.
It was so it was great. It was really funny.
And here,
this is me This is me recording these on stage. This is me recording
love that.
these on stage. Like, this is what we do. This is how we do it.
Look at that tall drink of water. Look at that tall drink of water. It's so good, man. I mean, I used to do a ton of corporate hosting for multiple different companies. I still get asked to do it every now and then, but
Hold up. Wait.
I swear to God.
I know. What else did you used to do too? But tell the story. But I want to hear the other story too. But go ahead.
I used to do a ton of corporate hosting. Like, at conventions for multiple different companies. And sometimes it was just bringing up people in between. Some of it was just like doing stand up. Some of it was doing crowd work. It was more just like entertaining in between speakers, all that kind of stuff, like running from convention room to convention room. I was Mr. Everything. And I know what Ray's going to say, I was a bit of a party starter. So I understand the energy in those rooms. I understand.
A bit of a party starter. That was your actual employment. You
so
showed up and you started doing the damn
Ray. While you were in the Citrus Bowl, while you were playing Division I college football, eventually getting drafted into the NFL, I was struggling to make ends meet as a party starter at weddings, at kids' birthdays, at bar mitzvahs and bat mitzvahs, at like high school graduation parties where they would rent out big spaces and none of the kids would be dancing. So I would go out there with a bunch of people and be like, "Come on, let's get this party," and bring people up and just like work that dance floor, Ray. I can dance. For a white guy, I'm not a bad dancer.
Dude,
not a bad dancer.
I can kind of see it. I I went to a bar mitzvah. Just so I thought about that. I went to one bar mitzvah one time in my life. Me and Keyshawn Johnson, my rookie year.
No way.
He was like, yeah, dude. Hey, we're gonna come to a bar mitzvah with my manager. I'm like, cool. It was his manager's bar mitzvah, and P. Diddy performed at the bar mitzvah. I was just like, is this Puff Daddy, like the dude with Biggie? Like, and as we were walking out, Mark, he was one of the fat boys. Y'all remember Mark? He was one of the fat boys, the light-skinned brother.
Yeah,
he was there.
No
he was
way.
there, man. He was cool as hell. This is my bar mitzvah story.
Dude, I've been to, I don't know, maybe 10 or 12 in my lifetime, right? Because in 7th grade, every Jewish kid in my class, I got invited to the bar bat mitzvah. It was amazing. And to this day, some of the most fun times of my life, and me and my high school buddies still talk about it. It was so much fun. Just the best.
I was
just kids at you're kids at a wedding.
I was just watching Seinfeld the other day. It was like, "Oh, you a man."
When he grabs Elaine's butt. Yeah, it's perfect.
He grabs Elaine, starts kissing
her. All right. Before we head into some FCTV talk, let's check out, because we got a huge announcements next week, Ray. Huge announcements for the Ballers Collective. What's coming? If you are ready, Jacob, hit that graphic.
These are so good, man. They are good. So people have no idea, man. These are, oh my gosh, like I'm a part of the NFT, cause just because I gotta know, and then I see the stuff, man. It's cool. Like soaking really it in cool. and trying to get it. It's a lot. It's a lot for a lot of people, but it's awesome, man. I cannot wait.
So we've got huge announcements about the mint passes, about everything coming with the Ballers Collective. Four teams in season 2. You got your OGs, you got Wild Aces, Glacier Boys, Zappers, Beast. Now you've got all the teams that we have yet to name, all run by cryptocurrency NFT collectives. You got your Bored Apes and your Gutter Cats. You've got 8 Oki and Knights of Degen. This is going to be awesome because now, Ray, I don't think this was done intentionally, but this is the result. There's rivalries now. Rivalries.
I was about to say we kind of got divisions in a little conferences.
Yeah, yes.
Kind of happening like the old school. That's what we should call the conferences: old school, new school.
Boom.
Like, we're not do divisions. It'd be like old school, new school.
It's because, come on, listen, there's before the merger and after the merger. Joe Namath made the AFL into the NFL, really, right?
Was it Joe Namath? I thought it was it Joe Namath?
Joe Namath. With the New York Jets. Super Bowl III. Come on.
Wait, you mean these guys? You can't see it, but
It's too green. It's too green. Hey, Ray, where's Joe Namath from? I don't know where he's from. Do you know where he's from?
I don't know where he's from.
It's a little town on the banks of 3 rivers. Ray, it's a little town called Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. As John Facenda once famously said, Ray, there are 27 teams in the NFL, and then there are the Pittsburgh Steelers, who lost this weekend in the playoffs to the Kansas City Chiefs in commanding fashion. We were absolutely destroyed, which was pretty much how we thought it was going to go.
You got the Stewie voice on me, didn't you? I was saying that. How awesome is Mike Tomlin? Like, let's go. Let's just start there. Like being the most winningest like that was when I saw that was just freaking awesome.
Here, Mike. So Mike Tomlin, I don't know if I sent you this stat, but this is the crazy stat about Mike Tomlin. In in his 15 years of coaching the Pittsburgh Steelers, we have missed the playoffs 5 times, right? Mm-hmm. In those seasons, we finished 7th in the AFC, meaning if we were in the current format, the Steelers would have never missed the playoffs under Mike Tomlin.
Wow.
Think about that. That's pretty crazy. As much as I complain about Mike Tomlin, that's just me being an angry sports fan. I know we're not. He's one of the best, if not the best.
I mean, you think of a 15-year nowadays having a 15-year stint, and then you look at the Chicago Bears. Like, we have yet to keep a coaching staff, let alone a quarterback, that long. I mean, like, damn, those two have been together for. I mein, what the hell?
Ray, the Steelers have had 3 coaches since 1967.
That's crazy. That is insane, man. That's crazy.
3 coaches. Chuck Knoll, the architect of that steel curtain defense, lived in my town. His house was in my town, and he lived right across the street from an elementary school. And it wasn't my elementary school, but we used to have to play. We played, little league baseball and stuff at the field behind the school and everything. And you'd see him out there every Saturday mowing his lawn. Chuck Knoll, just mowing his lawn. He'd wave. It's Chuck Knoll. It's freaking Chuck Knoll mowing his lawn. It's insane. It's awesome.
How it was in Illinois when I lived out in Grays Lake. It was like Mr. T. You'd see Mr. T on the track.
No way.
Yeah, Mr. T.
That's awesome.
I pity the fool.
I used to have this keychain, and it would say, you could just press a button and said, you should have never came back. And then I pity the fool, and my prediction, pain. Like, it just had those 3.
I don't care what anybody says. That clip is iconic when Sylvester Stallone is on the stage and Mr. T comes up and says that never happened ever. That set everything. Forget Muhammad Ali. Like, that was real life. That set the tone for, like, to me, like,
boxing
and MMA. It was brilliant, man. It was a brilliant scene, bro.
Hey, woman.
Hey, what?
So good.
Shut up, boo.
Shut up.
I just watched that the other day. I literally was just like, man, I'm watching the scene like, man, that is incredible, man.
Not enough people talk about Rocky 3. We'll get into that. I'm getting told behind the scenes by Jacob that we have lost our buffer. We've got Austin Appleby. Yeah, wow. You think? We've got Austin Appleby coming on in about 15 to 20 minutes, but I want to get into FCTV because that has been my initiative with FCF. It's why I was brought on, amongst many different things, but to really amp up all of our content leading into season 3 as we slowly introduce a lot of shows here on our Twitch channel into slates, into programming blocks, whether it's hosted and run by players or hosted by you, the fans. And so, I've been talking to JMP TV and his crew, right? Celso and, Andrew, aka The Good Part, Kyle, Stathead, Coach Richie, AJ. We're working on a ton of stuff behind the scenes. They are hustling. Now, here's how this is going to work. Jacob, throw up the graphic for the FCTV pitch room. Do we have it? This is a working graphic. Here you go. There you go. Okay. So how this is going to work, Ray, is just like a popular show on TV called Shark Tank. We're going to give you the opportunity to come in and pitch us your content idea for FCF. Okay. Now, who's going to be in that pitch room? You don't know. More than likely, I will always be there. Okay. It could be Ray. It could be Deez. It could be Sorab. It could be Grant. It could be Annalise. It could be Celso. It could be any member of his crew. It could be other fans that already have show. It could be players. It could be our head of content, Steven Lentini. It could be a myriad different people, okay, that are there to listen to your pitch. Okay. We are going to start this show very, very soon. We do not have an exact date, but the idea is, listen, this is how this is going to work. Tell all of the fans. It can't just be like, hey, I want to host a show about the Beasts. No, it's not going to work. Yeah. Okay. Yes, the Beasts are a team, and yes, we want to talk about them, but it can't be like a 2-hour, let's just talk about the Beasts, because that's not enough people to watch that show. We want you, the fans, to create some amazing content. If it's a show about the Beasts, what else is it about? What does it look like? If you've ever been in a pitch room, this is your interview. This is pitching me and the FCF team why you deserve to be on our channel. Because once you're on, and if it's going well, you are now part of the fold. You get that insider information. You get broadcast on this channel. You get to grow and learn. And eventually, hey, if you want to branch off and do this on your own, it's all yours. This is an open source league. We're going to help you with graphics. We're going to help you with edits. We're going to help you with all of that kind of stuff. But hey, if you're like Celso and his crew, they do their own editing. They do their own graphics. They do all their own programming. All we have to do is just throw it on the channel. They reached out, they asked, and you know what? They knocked it out of the park. And that's what I need from all of you. That's exactly what we need from all of you, because this fan-controlled TV, we're looking at filling a lot of time in season 3 and beyond, or season 2, and then into season 3. We want to make sure that when people tune in to twitch.tv/FCF, they are looking at FCTV, high quality, amazing content. We want to know we can trust you to make amazing content.
That's first of all, we've been talking about this for years, and to now see Josh, lead it, and it is where I know it's going to be. And we have been I've been on a few different calls with him, and then now hearing him say it like he just said, I just laughed, because I was just like, oh shit, this is going to be great. But he's exactly right. We're this is your network and your opportunity, just like we had opportunities to show people what we were doing, people to believe in us. Well, we're setting, and then as we say this all the time, I say this all the players all the time, this platform that we're putting together is a place for you to be able to grow your brand. We're going to put the platform together. You have to come up with the content, whatever that is. So we go out and get guys that are willing and wanting to do that. And so we're wanting to do the same thing with the fans. So
yes.
If you're a chef, you know how to fix stuff. Makina, come on, man. If she starts to do like some Stitch shows, it's a wrap. I will watch them every day.
Dude, I want to do, and I'm getting McKenna's information. McKenna, if you're watching, look out for an email from me, because I want to do high stakes cross stitch. I want the music to be crazy. I want like all around people just kind of like, what you going to do next? What you going to do next? Oh, right. Like, how can we fan control cross stitch? We're the only ones to ever think about it. With everything going on in the hotel and how we run this league, how you run this league, Ray, how the league is being run. I'm a new member here, but how you guys run this league, having all the players together makes our lives so easy. If they want to do content, there is going to be so much action going on at the hotel every single day this year.
100%. 100%. We're outsourcing all that. And first player tokens, I don't know. We don't want your vague ideas. I want you to go home and work on this shit, man.
Work on it.
Like go. We're giving you the opportunity, and I'm gonna remember that name. First player tokens. Go work on that idea and submit it to us, man. I would love to see what it is.
Let me tell you, I bang my head against the wall all day long thinking of ideas and how to make things better
All day long.
content wise. Just
Oh, no, that's all we do. That's literally all we do. We
all
get on
day.
the phone and we're just rapping and laughing and making
Yeah.
like at some point the idea goes like this. Boom.
Uh-huh.
And it comes together. It becomes something stupid, and then it's funny and it's interesting, and that's an idea. Like that's how everything we do works at the company.
I know, 100%. And I've noticed that there's just so much FCF live stream of Josh banging his head against the wall. We want that awesome content because we have hours to fill, and we have, I mean, Ian, Jim, and I behind the scenes have been working on some incredible stuff. We've got some amazing people locked in already behind the scenes. We've got a pair of DJs that are going to be there every single day, making beats, helping players make some music, doing live learns. I mean, it's awesome.
And if you have spouses or girlfriends or friends or brothers or cousins that you know that do something cool, tell them to submit to us.
Yes.
And that's like, if you ain't even gotta be you, but you be like, you know what, my sister, she does real well playing the drums. Like she makes real cool content, cooking or this, like we and if they can come up with some really cool ideas, let's do it, man.
Yeah. The Lentos, who is a legend, will there be live streaming of practice and workouts? Of course there will.
Yes.
We're going to be live streaming, and not just like, hey, there's a camera on practice. I'm going to be hosting content from practice, any player interviews we can get. We're going to do all kinds of player-led content. We're going to do some hosted fun stuff in the workout room, Ray, in the gym, watching these guys go nuts. Trying to gamify literally everything, which kind of takes me to Ray's idea, which I think is absolutely genius, Ray. It's in the early stages, but I think because I've been watching that show Cheer on Netflix, which I highly, highly recommend. Right?
What was it called?
Cheer. You watch Cheer? Yeah.
No,
it's about highly competitive cheerleading squads at junior colleges in Texas. Okay?
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking. Okay, I know. I was trying to where are you transitioning?
And it's not. And it's not like, let's go team. Yeah, a little bit of it is, but these are like, they're throwing human beings in the air like 40 feet. Okay.
Right. It is a talent. It is a pro. It's something that's a skill. I've seen it being in college at UT. I know a lot of us went to schools. You've seen. We're not talking about rah cheer. We're talking about throw your ass in the air and flip 3 times and then get caught. Yeah.
Yes. So Ray pitched this idea, and I think it's amazing. And we're putting it as a top priority because we want to find Ray. You tell him about it. Your idea.
Listen, man. I love dancers, man. And to be real with you, man, like I'm an undercover Jabberwocky. If I could be somebody, I would love to be a Jabberwocky. I love watching people dance and dancers. And I've seen some really cool content. There's probably 2 things that when you're on Instagram Reels, there's probably 2 things that I look at the most, like people dancing together and ramen noodles. I just love it. I can watch ramen noodles all damn day. I just don't know what it is. It's just shit. It's ramen. And I know it's bad for me, but I'm like, damn, I want to eat some right now. But besides the ramen noodle videos, I'm watching dancers, and I'm just like, yo, we got some badass dancers out there that we could like fill in content with and show their skills. And just imagine if each one of the teams had a different type of dancers for their, you know what I'm saying, for their team. And the Glacier Boys and the Beast were playing each other. And then the content went up against each other with the Glacier Boys and then the Beast be like, nah, well,
every team's got their squad. Like, start recruiting some dance squads, right?
Yeah.
It is. I want to find dancers all over the world that want
all over the world.
Over the world.
I'm going back to a couple of things that happened there. Like, we've had guys that do murals around the country. We had when we scored our first touchdown with the Screaming Eagles back in 2015. A guy from Australia took a stick, and he drew touchdown in the sand in Australia. And it was just like, we're global.
We're
right?
global.
So like, how dope would it be to have somebody in Brazil with a Beast jersey on dancing, and
Right?
somebody in Japan, and they out there boom 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 with the Glacier Boys, or the one of the NFT teams. Like how
Come
dope
on.
that we are trying to connect the globe to what the fan control football do.
Yeah.
Dancing is one of them.
And hey, if you're willing to travel or you're Atlanta local, we'll bring you on the broadcast. We got
100%.
come on, a quick halftime show, dancing. There's no reason that we can't do that and shouldn't do that, right?
100%. 100%. I mean, and think about anything, every league. The NFL's got cheerleaders. And so
Yes.
that's corny. It's over. Let's do something way doper. Let's find people out there in that world of the internet that can come and be talent for us.
Dude, it's there was so much opportunity that we're trying to create with FCF, and we only scratched the surface in season 1, and we are going to blow the roof off the place in season 2 and into season 3. I am so excited. I mean, we're talking to production designers about what the studios are going to look like. I'm going to be hosting, a bunch of different content, but also I want to be cultivating content. I want to help people. I've been doing this for long enough. I know what's good and I know what isn't. And I know what's entertaining and I know what people want to watch. And if I don't think that they want to watch it, then I'll probably say no, but I could be wrong. So I want you to prove me right. Prove me right every single time. I also don't want to be that studio executive, Ray. The one that said no to Toner and Ink, right?
Yes.
The one that
we still pushing it. We still pushing. We gotta
come on.
We got me and him got a call with Betflix. They next.
They're next.
Then we're gonna look at DHBO, and then
HBO G League, the HBO G League.
but me and Josh cut from the same. Me and Josh cut from the same vein, man. We like creativity. Like
100%.
I love being a part. I love being a part of the productions. I love being on set. I love being in the moment of the scenes and seeing it from different angles and the storylines and the scripts and that's we want to give people that opportunity to do that.
Totally. First player tokens, maybe a PC cafe or LAN area for esports tourneys or something that is definitely in the mix. That will more than likely. I mean, we got to give the players some release in competition, right? It's off the practice field, out of the weight room, whatever. They want to compete, they can do it.
Listen to me. The stadium is gonna be dope. Okay, so first player token, yes.
Just you wait.
So I'm gonna just say that. That's all I'm gonna say.
Let's just say there won't be a shortage of places to shoot, and there will not be a shortage of shows and a shortage of content on our Twitch channel. There will not be a shortage of it. If anything, I want people to be pitching us nonstop so that we can keep rotating things in and out, experimenting with new new content. We're talking not only esports tourneys, we're talking live sports, we're talking high stakes chess, Connect 4, probably some cornhole. There's tons of stuff that we're going to be doing. I want to do a golf show on there with some remote golf with some of the players. You play golf? Like, let's do some silly stuff. Let's have fun.
I'm gonna throw this out there. For you sneakerheads. How about a sneakerhead show?
Boom.
Right? I'm not a sneakerhead, so I don't know. But I'm just throwing it out. I always thought that a sneakerhead show would be so dope. I know there's some guys out there. But that's the type of stuff that we're talking about.
Yeah. We're just working on a ton of different stuff. Content wise, and it's all under this banner of FCTV, right? We've got our staple shows during the season. Obviously, game day is going to be jam packed with unbelievable stuff. Ray, I hope the officials know that I'm going to be doing the rock paper scissors at midfield this year.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that shit. There are so many things I find. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. We do that.
I'm going to be walking out to midfield and treating that rock, paper, scissors like the Japanese game show. I mean, we want that rock, paper, scissors content to go viral. We want that to go viral. That's, as far as on-field content, we want that kind of stuff to go viral.
Dude, rock, paper, scissors, man, that needs to be a show in itself. Like I was watching this martial art dude. He was like, he when the guy tried to punch him, he kept missing. But then when he punched that one time, he met him where he was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? So that rock paper scissors got to be tight. I got to know you.
Well, I'm thinking night before game day, we get like, all the teams select 4 to 6 guys that say they're good at rock, paper, scissors. They tourney to see who represents the team. That's content right there.
I like that. I like that.
Right? See?
Hey, shout out to Sean, bro. We saw you. I saw it.
Yeah. Sean, you're in, dude. Shout out to Sean. So listen, we want you, if you have ideas, if you're watching right now, you have friends that have ideas, you want to join with some friends with some ideas. As long as the fans can get involved with the show and it's not just watching, we want you to be a part of everything, right? I'm going to host the daily show that's going to usually lead off all of our content. It's either going to be live from practice or live from one of our studios, either at the stadium or at the hotel. And that's going to lead into all the content. I want that to be a totally fan-controlled show. I will have segments, all that kind of stuff. We are working on some gambling content. We are working on, making draft night absolutely just pandemonium so that nobody wants to tune away. Game day, we're talking 4 games as opposed to 2. There's huge. I mean, there is so much going on. And if you want to be a part of it, we're giving you this opportunity. This isn't going to like come your way all the time. Right? If you're not in LA or if you're not in New York or you're not in some place where entertainment is a thing and you don't have the ability to like put your stuff on camera, we are giving you that opportunity right now. So
yeah, and the great thing about like Josh has said, we've got 4 games, so there's really good content we can do. We can do PG content, PG-13 content, and then rated R content.
Sure.
So if you've got ideas, don't think that they're going to want this everything's very risque or they're going to sports. Like think about where you could fit. You could fit the first couple of the first hours in the daytime, or you could do something kind of crazy at night. So think about it. Think about this shit.
Our boy, the legend Celso Porto reached out to me, he texted me, national anthem singing contest. That's something we've never seen. That's something we've never seen. Could it be boring? Yeah. It's the same song over and over again. And the national anthem is a pretty boring song, but could it be hilarious? I think so. We'll see. Okay.
You know what though? You know what, to be honest with you, I'm gonna throw this out there, and
talk to me.
We even talk. I haven't talked to this on the bigger group, but the FCF doesn't have a song. You've got Monday Night Football. You've got the Sunday Night Football song. When we came out with the Screaming Eagles, we had this real cool song called "Power to the Fans." One of my old teammates made it. Okay. It was real dope, and he even said something about the players or something. But regardless, we don't have a song for the league.
Boom. Boom. Come on
now. Let's go win a Grammy. Let's go win a Grammy. Let's go win a Grammy.
Yes. Grammy. I mean, what's the GOAT? Grammy or the EGOT? Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony.
We might be up for an Emmy too. No, man. Hey.
Yes.
How dope would that be if our show, the Fan Control Show, was like best social collaboration thing.
Come on.
And we won an Emmy for that.
Yeah.
How dope would that be? We all win an Emmy together.
Boom.
That's on the list. I'm putting that on the list, y'all. I'm putting that on the list. Put this right there.
Boom. Hit it. Boom. All right, Ray, are you ready for our guest, my dude? You ready for our guest?
Let's do it.
Before we get there, we are going to get into we got a little video for you guys, and then we're going to get into our guest, Mr. Austin Appleby. Jacob, hit it.
My name is Austin Appleby. I play tight end, and I'm from Seneca, Illinois.
My senior year I spent at USC.
That was a great opportunity just to be able to be around high-level competition day in, day out. It was a fantastic ride. What I can do different than most is just go up and get the ball and have the ability to put my hand down and get my hands inside and drive a block and finish a play.
I like to lay the lumber.
Here we go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
In the FCF, right? We don't do a coin toss at the beginning of the game. It's rock, paper, scissors. This is high stakes rock, paper, scissors. All about the mind games. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Ow! Boom!
So yeah, I got him good. He gave me the lowdown on what he was gonna throw. I think he thought maybe I wasn't gonna throw rock a second time, but I run the ball until you can't stop the run. That's how I like to play.
That looks like you could eat an entire Applebee.
I'll give you that one.
Himself, Austin Appleby, surrounded by snow. My goodness.
Yeah. Up in Alaska, baby.
You're in Alaska?
Oh yeah, visiting my sister.
That's amazing, dude.
I was like trying to get in touch with him, and then I get him on the phone, like, "Hey man, what's going on? Where are you?" He's like, "I'm in Alaska." I'm like, "Oh, my bad."
Yep. I was out on the trail. Didn't have my phone on me. It gets too cold.
Are you like training for the Iditarod leading into season 2 or what?
No, my sister lives up here, and I'm just helping out. It's a good time though. She's showing me around. We went on a few hikes. Great time.
I mean, I'm so intrigued by Alaska. How far up are we? Is it the kind of, are we getting Northern Lights kind of situation? What's going on?
I was asking about the Northern Lights today. She said that you can see them around 2 a.m. though. You got to stay up.
Okay.
But I'm in Anchorage, so it's more southern Alaska.
Gotcha.
But right on the coast.
Is your sister military?
No, my brother-in-law trains military. I think Air Force.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So
You usually get Alaska or Hawaii. My dad got Hawaii, so.
Oh yeah, that's not a bad draw right there.
Alaska, Hawaii.
Pros and cons, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe a little less cons for Hawaii.
So Austin, when you're not a Viking, what do you do for a living?
Well, for now, I have been able to train and focus on football, but over the holidays, I worked at my aunt's store in Chicago. Shout out RR1. And I mean, I've done some odd jobs throughout the last year. 2 years ago, I ruptured a ligament in my foot, so I was like just sidelined for a whole year, trying to get back to training shape and just being able to walk and do all the little things again.
Damn.
You said Chicago, you're Illinois? You're in Illinois?
Oh,
Seneca.
Yep. That's where I was working for my aunt in Chicago over the holidays. It gets pretty crazy, so she needs all hands on deck.
Yeah, man.
But I stay out in Utah now, so I'm at elevation.
You're just training for the season. We go down to sea level for the season, so you don't have to worry about that, Austin.
Oh yeah.
I got to give a shout out to our sponsor, Tyson Chicken, who presents this segment. It's Hungry for the Season. We're here with Austin Appleby, tight end, Viking. He's tough to get at. He's tough to keep out of the end zone. If you guys are watching right now and you're a fan of any of the OG teams or old school teams, or you're a new fan of some of these new school teams, Ray, you got to take a look at Austin Appleby. We had a heck of a time talking to you in LA. I know you turned some heads in LA. Especially your quads, I believe they were a topic of conversation.
Nice.
Those and the Dukes. You had the daisies on, bro.
Oh yeah. I don't like them long.
It's LA, man.
You can't show off the quads if they're too long, you know.
Yep. Quadzilla himself, Ray. Quadzilla himself.
When you so since we're talking to Procter and Gamble, we want to know, what conditioner do you use?
Oh, you know, I use whatever my girlfriend has. That's I put my trust in her hands. She knows how to take care of my hair better than I do, at least.
Right now, fans are voting on what team, Austin, you should join. Zapper's currently in the lead. Okay. Bob Menery, one of the owners of the Zappers, who was at the LA tryout, had his eye on you as well. Austin, what are you looking forward to in the season?
Ooh, I'm looking forward to just high-level competition. That's what I'm all about. I just like to go out there, give my best. I like it when everybody gives their best and the competition is neck and neck, but I'm just looking forward to playing again at a high level.
Man, they've already nicknamed you Apple Beast.
Apple Beast.
Yeah. That is awesome.
Is that a first time for that? No, it can't be, right?
No, it's not. A lot of nouns after Apple have been in the works, but Applebee's seems to stick.
So tell us some of your background with USC.
Okay, well, it was a crazy journey to get there, but in 2017 I graduated from Arizona Western College in Yuma, which should have had the national championship. I'm still a little salty.
Damn.
But anyways, it's how it goes. But I had the opportunity to walk on at SC. I had very good grades coming out of Arizona Western, so that helped with like a academic scholarship grant, and
Nice.
then I was able to earn a scholarship the following year, which definitely helped out. But anyways, it was awesome. Like I took an unofficial visit there to see Notre Dame versus USC in the Coliseum.
Woo.
And it was the game that Adoree Jackson scored 3 touchdowns, and I was like, if I ever had an opportunity to go to a program like this, I would have to. I would never forgive myself if I didn't give it a try, you know.
Yeah.
And just luck of the draw, but worked hard for that opportunity at the same time, and just got real lucky to be able to capitalize on it.
I mean, people don't realize this. One of my best friends is he was a walk on at Tennessee back in the '90s, 4 years, and he would end up being a 5th-year senior. And I remember when they gave him his scholarship, and I used to see like how hard he worked. He worked no less than anybody else, like probably even harder. And I think that's something that when you just said that, it literally, I mean, I had no thought of what type of person you are as a player, but just the fact that I know that that's what you did, people don't realize that, man. Though there's not many guys that can do that. Because a lot of times walk-ons are there because they're like, you know what, they could just train and they could be, practice squad. But you worked your ass off to get on the kickoff team, the special teams, and then to become a tight in the roster lineup for us, man. That speaks a lot about your work habits, man, and that was good to know. The fans needed to hear that.
I mean, if you want to have, you come out of that with a chip on your shoulder. You go into it with a chip on your shoulder. You come out of it with keep that chip, and you learn to work. You see a lot of kind of prima donna type coming in, like they had the world at their fingertips, and then they start competing with grown men, and it's like it's a different world. But you just learn to compete, nose to the grindstone.
If you guys win a championship in FCF, will you cut your hair?
Oof. Is that really an option? Does it have to be? I mean, I'll do anything to win at the end of the day. That's the bottom line. I'm here to win, you know?
I like that attitude, Ray. I like that attitude.
I like to win ball games.
Listen, poll went up, and you, the voting Glacier boys, they're feeling you. You're up in Alaska, home of glaciers.
Okay. Yeah,
a lot of glaciers up there.
That.
I mean, the league, the beautiful part about the league is you could play for, 3 or 4 of the different teams, depending on draft night and where you get drafted, and where they find you a home. The nice thing is you are hard to miss, Austin. First of all, you're a giant. Second of all, you have a beautiful head of hair. I mean, Ray and I, Ray, take off your hat. Ray and I have been begging for hair like that our entire life, man. I mean, we don't have.
No, I wasn't born. I just do what I can with what I got,
Hey, see, I like that answer. Good answer.
Nothing wrong with that.
Come on. I can imagine Austin, like we come home after practice at the hotel, and Austin's just out back, just chopping down a tree. Just like that's how he gets his workout in. He's like Rocky IV, right? You like that?
Oh yeah, I'm about that. I like to get my hands gritty. I'm all about that.
How did you think you did at the combine, at the LA tryout?
I thought I did well. I mean, I won every one-on-one but one, and really I beat him on the route. It was a tough ball to catch. I got one hand on it. I still could have gotten it, but it was like over the guy. So I was like trying to bring it back around. And other than that, I mean, I'm not sure how I tested. I don't know any of the numbers. I haven't done like a 40 or a shuttle in a while, but I say
that to everybody. Like, I don't, Jinx is me and that's where me and Jinx differ a little bit.
Yeah,
Jinx is more about that time, and I'm more so like, look, I know how much people got to train that. You got to train the 40. You got to train
it really is. That's why people do train their pro day type stuff. But I like it as a baseline too. I mean, if you stay in a range, obviously you got it if you're in that range without training for it. So, I mean, I thought I did well though overall. I like winning one-on-ones. I love one-on-ones, and It's like it's chestnut checkers, you know. It's set them up, make a move. It's good. Go up and get the ball, which is it's one of my favorite things to do is go up and get the ball.
Boom. The segment's brought to you by Tyson Chicken. We're hungry for the season. Where's the hunger come? Football's such a tough sport. Where's the hunger come from you to keep just grinding, catching that ball, going in one after the other? It takes a special person. I am not that special person. Ray knows this. I like to eat the chicken while watching football. Okay? Doesn't matter what flavor it is.
I don't blame you. I like eating chicken just as much as everybody else. But so I started when I was 10 years old.
Wow.
Always kind of had a natural knack at getting the ball. I think it's just from playing different sports growing up, having a bunch of older siblings, and just competing. And my team did not win a game for 3 years. 3 years, no winning.
What?
0-8, 0-8, 0-8, 2-6, 4-4, and that because we started the program right when I was just that first year of the program, just beat down. But you improve, you build up this camaraderie, even as little kids with your best friends. I mean, it's hard to beat, even when you're losing, but you just learn to keep working, and eventually you start winning games. And by my senior year in high school, we went to the playoffs for the first time in 13 years. Not a football school, basketball school mostly, but it's just something that I've always said. Baseball really is like my favorite sport, my first love maybe, and I love the fast competition of basketball, but game day football, there's nothing like it. If you want like adrenaline and just know that it's 11 on 11 modern day gladiators, it's all there.
Yeah.
I'm getting chills thinking about it.
I'm gonna ask the question that Joe Ruckus asked, because I was gonna ask the same question.
Yeah.
I mean, I like to hear you catching the ball, and you did well. I was out there, and you definitely caught my eye, and I was like, we gotta watch 45, so he's doing. I said that a few times, but how are you in blocking though? Because you got
I'll run the ball all day. If you can't stop 4 yards, we might as well put together a 5-minute drive and score every time. I'll run the ball till we need to throw the ball. I mean, I love that. I love finishing a block. I love the leverage. I love the drive. And that's one-on-one all day. I mean, or it doesn't always have to be one-on-one, especially toward the ends when it's a tackle and a good blocking tight end. But I love that. I love putting my hand in the ground. My JUCO, it was all power counter stretch. I mean, we hardly threw the ball.
Yeah,
and I mean, you learn to fight in that realm too. I mean, JUCO is another dog too in itself. But
hey man, JUCO was just the guys that something happened and they just didn't make it. But there used to be some beasts that come out of the JUCO.
Oh yeah,
you be like, woo!
My whole team basically was Division I. They all went to different Division I's. So I mean, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
JUCO colleges are filled with ballers.
Oh yeah.
As we'd say in Pittsburgh, 3 yards and a cloud of dust. Just run the football. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I love it, man.
That. Growing up, we didn't even think about throwing the ball until it was 3rd and long, or 4th and long until the end of the game. So, and then you just throw it to me, and then I'm not gonna score the 40 points we need, but I might get a touchdown at the end of the game.
So if I go back and look at like your 4th grade class picture, are you the tallest kid in the classroom for sure?
I was until 6th grade, and then my friends started growing taller than me, and then when I hit, I was 5'8", 135 going into high school, and then as a sophomore I was 6'2", and then it just kept going.
Eating that Tyson chicken, Ray. Eating that Tyson chicken.
Yeah. That's what I was about to say, man.
Come on.
And before we get you off, we get you off, tell us like what at the FCF we always talk about more than an athlete. How can you use this platform to if there's something else that you're doing, you want the world to see. What is that hobby or that thing that you're working on, that thing you want to be, or that entrepreneurship, something that you're working on? Tell us anything about you that we don't know.
Oh, gotcha. Well, I think in just my play itself, really, I would like to show that competition is healthy. I mean, it's good. It's something that we all need to strive, because it makes us better when we compete. We all play at a high level. You win with dignity, you lose with dignity. You carry yourself the same way you carried yourself in the game, the way you carry yourself out the game, whether you won or you lost. So I mean, that's something that I've always felt like I've been a good teammate overall, because I'm all about winning the game at the end of the day with the team that we put in the blood, sweat, the tears. I mean, it's something that we see a lot of today, where it's like a lot of me, I mean, you see those guys and their teams end up resenting them because of all the negative attention that player will bring on themselves. To me, I want the gears. I want the grease on the gears. I want the river flowing, you know. I just want the team to be first. And I think that's something that if you get a solid squad of guys who put the team first, those are the teams that are successful.
Hell yeah. Austin Appleby, the Apple Beast. Thanks for joining us here on Tyson's Hungry for the Season. I know we're very excited to see you play. We're still looking for a lot of tight ends out there, but you were a standout stud at tight end. You threw a hell of a game of rock, paper, scissors, let me tell you. Hell of a game.
He shouldn't have he gave me the blueprint, and I was like, okay, I'm going to run with it. Hey, I'm going to run it till I need to throw it, you know?
Exactly. Boom. Way to wrap it up. Austin, we're going to bring you back on soon. Can't wait to see you in Atlanta. Stay safe there in Anchorage. Enjoy the snow, and we'll see you when it's warm. All right, brother.
Yes, sir. Sounds good. Thanks for having me.
You got it.
Thanks, appreciate you.
Austin Appleby. Tyson's Hungry for the Season. Season 2.0 coming in. Ray, listen, when I was a kid, here's what happened. We were a chicken family. Let me tell you, the Macugas were a big chicken family. It didn't matter Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night. My mom was cooking some sort of chicken, like Tyson's Anytizers. Okay, it's the perfect snack for game day. And even though the Steelers aren't playing right now, the Penguins are. Okay, Pitt basketball is. There's a lot of basketball going on. Just because my Steelers aren't playing doesn't mean your Chicago Bears aren't playing. Yeah, they're not playing, but there's a lot of other sports going on in the Chicago area. You got honey barbecue, buffalo chicken. You got your popcorn chicken. You got your tequila lime honey barbecue wings. You got your chicken fries.
Say it again.
Tyson Anytizers, honey barbecue, buffalo, tequila lime, honey barbecue. You didn't know all those flavors and more. There's so many flavors of Anytizers. I'm telling you, you're just swiping right on Anytizers all day long. If I could go on a date with an Anytizer, if I wasn't married, I would be dating an Anytizer. Chicken has never let me down, especially Tyson. But you know who has let me down? All of my sports teams and all of my ex-girlfriends. There you go.
I want many Anytizers all day long. I love that. Honey barbecue, what? Come on, son. The sweet and the salty? Come on, man. Oh, ooh. Love it.
I need to get some Tyson behind me. I need some more chicken to eat during the shows. I got to be honest. You know, he's a mountain man. He's Alaska now, Utah, Arizona. Austin Appleby. You know the guy can eat. He's named after a restaurant.
He is. And man, I love to barbecue, like to smoke barbecue, and I smoke wings and just the smoke on chicken and Tyson chicken. It's just
I'm hungry now. I'm hungry for the season, Ray, and I'm hungry for Tyson chicken. It comes in big bags, small bags, Anytizers all the time. Let me see. Anytizer all the time, sir? How about that? You like that one?
Anytizers all the time. Anytizers
sir.
all the time.
Anytizers all the time, sir.
Anytizers all the time, sir. Anytime. That's a lot.
You like that? How about this one? Doesn't matter the time zone. It's always time for an Anytizer. No? Whether you're an exerciser or an undersizer, it's all about an Anytizer.
Oh, that was great. I like that one.
We'll end on that one. All right. Jacob, we have the poll is going up in a minute. Again, this was a huge show. Ray and I holding down the ship. Toner and Ink, the real Toner and Ink, really coming in you hot. We're going to be on Fox this fall. Here, Ray, I'll give you the Jeff Kanata voiceover.
Go.
This fall on Fox, Brothers from Another Mother, Cops by Blood, Brothers by Ink. It's Toner and Ink. Chicago's finest? Maybe. Chicago's bravest? Chicago's deadliest? Nope. Chicago's funniest? You betcha. Toner and Ink. Who's Toner? Who's Ink? Does it matter? You bet your ass it doesn't. Toner and Ink this fall, 9 p.m. Tuesdays on Fox. Brought to you by Tyson's Anytizer. Honey barbecue, tequila lime. All right, we've got, poll is up. We've got ramen noodles right now, LFG, Disappearance, and the party starters. Hit that poll. Thank you all for being here. A special thank you to Banana Lise, our former executive producer, and of course, Jacob, the ultimate producer, back there on the private chat. I also want to thank him for helping me set up this microphone this afternoon so you can hear my golden pipes as Ray and I keep this party going for 90 straight minutes. Ray, season two, 86 days. 86.
LFG.
86 days.
LFG.
F. How do you make the F? It's like
F. Like, I don't know. We're going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out before we get in trouble. We don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, I don't want to do the, you know what I mean? Yeah. Let's see, Jacob, I don't have the poll in front of me. Oh, speaking of LFG, Ray, LFG will be the name of the show next week when Jeff Kanata will be back, hopefully on the mend, feeling better. Our thoughts and prayers go out to you and your family, Jeff. We love you, buddy. Deez will be back. He's a busy man, but I appreciate Ray being here, and I appreciate everybody in chat. Thanks for voting. Thanks to Austin Appleby for taking the time straight out of Alaska, the mountain man himself, with those big smart guy glasses he's got on his face, just ready for season 2.0. We're going to see you guys in Orlando, then Atlanta, and then season 2.0 in 86 days. Remember, if you guys want to be on FCTV, reach out. You guys can find me on Instagram at Josh Macuga. Tweet at me. We're going to set up an email for people to submit ideas. We'll get that to you guys next week, but we want you guys to get that mind going before we start getting blind submissions. Get your thoughts going. Put it in a document. Make sure it looks formal. I don't want like, hey, I was thinking about a show where like a rusty wagon goes down a hill. Okay, we can't have that. We can't have that.
Come on, let's go.
We spell my last name metaphorical. Oh, I get it. Metaphorical. My last name Macuga. It's on the screen right now at Josh Macuga. We're going to have a blast. FCTV is going to be a ton of fun. So much stuff coming at you. A lot like Toner and Ink. Ray Austin, thank you for being here, buddy. Thank you for being you, crushing it as always. Thank you to everybody behind the scenes again, and we will see you next week, 2:30 p.m. Pacific, right here, twitch.tv/FCF. As always, LFG and power to the fans.